Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Consolation game, which is Game 3 of the 13th Annual Sugar Creek Classic Tournament held here in Crawfordsville, Indiana. My name is Colin Bruns, next to my broadcast partner, Tyler Brunny. Whoever wins tonight will be battling for 3rd place and 4th place just before the championship game tonight, which will feature Crawfordsville and Western Boone. Right now, we got the North Montgomery Chargers up against the Southmont Mounties. Southmont comes into this one at 1-11. Meanwhile, North Montgomery is 2-9. North Montgomery will win the tip-off first.
This is the second time these teams faced. North Montgomery lost by 1 in overtime, 48-47.
Down in the low post, North Montgomery has it. They reset it to the top. Now on the outside is Shaw. Preston Shaw performed well in his last game. He's going to take a three-pointer jump shot right out here. It goes down. Luke Gregg came down with the rebound for South Montgomery. And Justin Howard scored 18 points in his last game against the Western Boone Stars. And Howard has it set up at top. Southmont working it around. North Montgomery going a little bit of a double team pressure on Howard on the outside. Here's Roach. Finds Stanley. Stanley goes inside to Roach, and Roach reverses his way to the cup, and he finishes with the right hand.
North Montgomery's in the white here, Southmont in the black. This means North Montgomery's the home team.
Outside, here's Jaron Bradford, the leading scorer for North Montgomery, 6.9 points per game on the season for him. Connor Kane down low trying to get the layup to fall. He can't get it straight away. Down low, Thompson can't drag it down. Thompson rolled off his front quad. Southmont's going to get the possession with Justin Howard inbounding. Gets it to Luke Gregg. He takes a drop step. Now back up top to Roach.
If you're North Montgomery, you're going to want to double team Howard. He averages about half their points on the year.
Yeah, 20 points per game for him on the season. And a turnover for Southmont. 2-0 score here in the Consolation game of the Sugar Creek Classic. 6:19 left. Preston Shaw drives inside, but he kicks it back out. Bradford rolls inside, faces a double team, and he is called for the travel.
If you're North, you're going to limit the turnovers. They had a lot of them last night versus Crawfordsville, and that killed them.
And now North Montgomery going with the 1-3-1 half-court trap.
This worked last night for Weibo, so I'm sure North Montgomery saw some of those clips and decided to use it.
And another travel call here on Southmont. Southmont also was victim of the turnover bug last night against Western Boone in that double-digit loss. It's the reason why they're in this consolation game. Here on the wing. Diving inside. It's number 25 for North Montgomery. Inside Shaw. Shaw was shoved in the back, and he is going to get the foul. Well, that foul, number 14, it looked like for South Montgomery. It's Austin Bowman picks up his first foul.
North Montgomery's going to look to go in the post more often. They seem to have more size than Southmont, for sure.
And quick out for North Montgomery. Jacob Verdine stepping in tonight. It's his first action. Now here's Preston back up top. He finds Bradford in the corner for a three. It's too short. It'll go out of bounds. And Southmont will retain possession. Southmont's got a few scores on this team. A lot of guys who could score the basketball. Justin Howard is leading in that category, but Luke Gregg is also another guy to watch out for who can dish out the rock and get to the bucket quick. There's Howard, nearly traveled there, but he got the pass away to Roach. Now it goes back to Howard. Howard found Roach for the three ball in the corner, but it's rebounded by Preston Shaw. Shaw pushes it up court. Finds Fritzen inside. Fritzen back out. Bradford has it at the three-point line. There's Thompson. Pull-up jumper. Kisses off the glass, and it's in.
You'll take that if you're South. Thompson's not known for his jump shot, so you'll give that to him.
Quick steal here, and South Montgomery is going to be called for the foul. Right there was Roach, Cole Roach, the senior, 5'11" guard. Gets the blocking foul. 2-2 ball game, 4:34 left to go.
You want to be careful. Your Southmont last night, they got into foul trouble with Stanley and Howard. And we'll make sure not to do that here.
Preston Shaw races inside, dishes it back out to Bradford. Wide open three, can't cash in on it. Shaw fights for the rebound, but he's going to be called for over the back on Justin Howard. It's a good job by Howard to bring down the rebound and get his back low. That allows Shaw to go right over and get the call. Now Southmont got to work it up court. They finally do. Down low is Ryan Stanley. Stanley's got it. Now it's back to Howard.
Looking to come in for the Mounties is number 3, Duke Glancy. He had a good game last night versus Webo, put up a couple of shots.
And right there, Preston Shaw pokes it free, but Roach is able to chase it down. He finds his man in the corner. Back to Stanley on the other corner, makes his defender fall down. Offensive foul. Ryan Stanley picks up his first foul on the charge.
A platoon swap for North Montgomery, switching all 5 players.
They're bringing in Connor Kane off the bench, the big body center. Had 8 points last night in that loss.
Also bringing in Jackman.
And Matt Jackman tweaked his ankle a little bit last night, but he's feeling a little bit better. He came back later in the game in the third quarter. He put on a good performance, and right there, the foul. Cade Coble picks it up.
The foul will be on Justin Howard. His first.
Coble at the line for 2. Coble hasn't shot exceptionally well from the line. He's only shooting about, well, actually, he's shooting about 86%, so he is the leading free throw shooter on the team. He's gotten that percentage to rise steadily over the season, but he misses that one right there. And pulling down the rebound was number 44, Carmine. North Montgomery retaining possession, and they get it in, and one. A lot of penetration for North Montgomery, and they finally get an and-one chance.
Already foul trouble, Stanley. He's got a second. He had 4 yesterday early in the fourth quarter versus Webo.
At the line, Mac Jackman shooting 63% on the season. Jackman bricks that one, but Connor Kane able to get the rebound, swatted away at the rim. Southmont comes up with it. Roach got his hand on it. There's Roach in the corner. Southmont working the ball around. Justin Howard's going to tee up a 3-ball. Splash! A quick tray for Southmont. It's a tie ball game. Justin Howard with the hot hand.
We take a timeout here. North Montgomery takes an early timeout.
WBTV Sports is looking for sponsors to help keep us on the air. Year-long memberships are just $100 for the fall, winter, and spring sports seasons. WBTV will create a personal ad just for you. Contact instructor Matt Foxworthy by logging on to westernbooneradioandtv.com.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School, where right now Southmont and North Montgomery are playing in the consolation game of the 13th annual Sugar Creek Classic. Tied at 5 with 3:11 left to go in the first quarter. Justin Howard hit a 3-ball to tie the game just before the timeout was taken. Matt Jackman finds man Cade Coble. Coble working it around, and he finds Kai Warren. Warren put together a pretty impressive performance last night. North Montgomery working it around on that right side of the court. Shot's no good, but they come up with their own rebound. Going inside, scoop layup, and the foul is called. Kiefer get a chance to shoot. Avery Saunders picks up the foul.
If you're Southmont, you want to stay strong on D because North Montgomery's not going to take a first open shot. They're going to look to get in the bucket and get an easy layup.
Misses that first one. On the year, shooting 0% from the free throw line, and he gets that one, so now he's up at 50. He was 0 for 4 coming into this game. Southmont long up-court pass to the other side. Howard gets it in the corner, 3 ball on the way, no good by Drew Glancy. Goes out of bounds, it'll stay with South Montgomery.
Good effort there by Logan Oppie to make Coble hit it out of bounds.
2:27 left. Howard inbounds to Avery. Avery finds Glancy on the opposite wing. Glancy was facing pressure. He gives it back to Howard. Howard with a series of crossover. He's going to pull up straight away. Jump shot, and he cans it.
You don't want to see that if you're North Montgomery. You don't want to let Howard catch fire here.
And Howard's certainly catching fire now. He's got 6 points. North Montgomery on the other end. Here's Kiefer. Inside goes to Kane, and a jump ball is called. Kane feels like he was fouled on that one, but it's going to be Southmont ball.
Well, be careful with North Montgomery. All momentum seems to be favoring Southmont right now.
Southmont was a team, came into this game with only 1 victory on the season. They were absolutely dismantled last night by Western Boone. They're going to look to turn it around here and fight for that 3rd place spot. Outside, Roach. Flick of the wrist, no good. Rebounded by Kiefer. Southmont on top by 2. Into the lane, dishing it out. North Montgomery shot too long. Rebounded by Avery of Southmont. Last one to take it, Matt Jackman. Right there, Justin Howard's feeling the hot hand.
That's a heat check right there.
He misses that one straight away. Get a lot of pressure in his face. Back inside, going baseline, reverse layup is good by Cade Coble. Coble using his athleticism to get inside and finish at the rack with style. And a forced turnover by North Montgomery. They got it back.
That 1-3-1 trap seems to be Southmont's kryptonite. They did okay first half versus Wevo, but then when they put the trap in, they struggled all second half.
It's a problem. Southmont doesn't handle the pressure too well. Now they're putting a little pressure of their own. Oh, and that is swatted out of here. Cole Roach came flying in and said, no, no, no. Right in the face of Kai Warren. Jackman outside. Tucks it. Got 20 seconds until the first quarter ends. 18 now. Jackman with it. Guarded by Drew Glancy. 10 seconds now. He's got to get something happening. Finds Warren. Warren back to Jackman. 4 seconds now. Crossover. Gets the screen inside. And an illegal pick. With 1.9 seconds left, Southmont will get the chance to inbound and try to put up a shot. Justin Howard flings it up from three-quarter court. It's not strong enough. Tie ball game here in the first quarter of the 13th annual Sugar Creek Classic Consolation game. We'll take a break. Be back with you in a moment after this.
The debate about sports specialization by high school athletes continues. Some argue that high school athletes who play one sport all year long have a better chance of landing a lucrative pro contract. But that's simply not true. In fact, 30 of the 32 first-round picks in last year's NFL draft played more than one sport in high school. Of the 32 players drafted, 22 also participated in high school track and field. 19 also played basketball. Some also played baseball and lacrosse. What's the path to success for high school athletes here in Indiana, no matter what their goals might be? Study hard, always do your best, and if you can, play more than one sport in high school. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville Gymnasium here in Crawfordsville, Indiana. South Montgomery, North Montgomery still tied in this one, 8-8, heading into the second quarter. Back and forth battle defensively for both teams. Fresh 8 minutes are on the clock now. We're ready to get this second quarter underway. Preston Shaw has it for North Montgomery. Finds his man Daniel Fritzen. He's getting some action tonight. Played a solid minutes in his last game.
This game seems to be starting out like the last one did. It was close all the way. They even went to overtime.
Another screen. Shaw tucks it, drives inside, floats one up. No good. Rebounded by Luke Gregg. Gregg's size and toughness down low is one of Southmont's stronger weapons. Dipping it inside. Gregg with the floater. Just like Tim Duncan, floats it in.
Gregg looks to have a promising future. He's only a sophomore, but he's already 6'4" and starting.
It's a good sign if you're Southmont. Bradford outside. Southmont brings the double team on Shaw. Here's Verdine outside on the wing. They get it to the free throw line. Over the head pass. Dip inside for North Montgomery. They get it right to the rack, and they finish with Daniel Fritzen, the senior.
Southmont looks to be applying a little bit of their own pressure, double teaming frequently here.
Oh, and it's stolen back by Shaw. Bradford races inside, tries to dish it off, and it's swatted away by Roach. Roach shut down the passing lane just in time, otherwise it would have been a wide open layup. Verdine looking for the screen, he gets it. Finds Shaw down low. Acrobatic layup is good off the glass.
Good to see Shaw use his agility to his advantage.
Justin Howard now outside. Tucks it inside. Swing pass to the corner. And now back out to Howard. Southmont working it around. North Montgomery doing a good job shutting down the paint. Leaving a lot of outside shooters open like this one. And Glancy can't get it to fall. The rebound pulled down by Thompson. The outlet to Shaw. Bradford inside. Goes right to the rack. Tries to find his man Verdine. He gets it. In the corner. Pressure coming. And a foul is called on Roach of Southmont.
I think Bradford probably would have got a foul called if he just went up for the shot. But ref seemed to not call it once he threw the pass to Irvine.
It's Roach's second foul. Avery checks in for Southmont.
That foul, Southmont is already in the bonus with 6 minutes left here in the second. North Montgomery.
Here's Verdine shooting 33% from the free throw line on this season. 1 for 3 coming into this tournament. He makes that one. That extends North Montgomery's lead. And he knocks down both of them 100% tonight. Howard. Swing pass to Bowman on the outside. Southmont breaks the trap. And they're going to have to reset. Outside Bowman, wide open three, too strong off of it. Bradford pulls down the rebound.
You'll take that for North Montgomery. Bowman's not known for his three-point shooting.
Inside, blocked at the rim. Good job by Southmont. Avery running up court, and he's going to be called for the travel. He tried to find Austin Bowman cutting to the basket, and he wasn't able to get his feet set. South Montgomery's starting to fall apart here. Gonna have to figure something out to get back into this one. Only down by 4, but they've had a lot of turnovers here so far. A lot of silly mistakes.
Southmont's lucky they're still in it this much after all the turnovers and fouls they've had.
Well, they're giving up a lot of offensive rebounds, too, here. They gave up about 2 there.
It's going to be hard for Southmont to contain Zach Thompson. He's 6'5", bigger name than they have.
Roach outside has the pass tipped. That's Bradford. Southmont moving into ball. Howard's going to take the 3. Too short. Daniel Fritzen with another rebound. Hesitation move, they're going to call the carry. That's a quick turnover there for North Montgomery. Howard puts it on the ground. And a timeout taken by Southmont. We'll take a timeout here as well. 14-10 the score, 4:23 left here in the second quarter. Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930. Welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Tyler Brunny alongside Colin Bruns here. Bring you the action here tonight for the 13th annual Sugar Creek Classic. Southmont called timeout. And North Montgomery is looking to extend their lead up 14-10 with 4:23 until halftime. Tyler, what have you seen from these two teams so far?
It seems to be a bit of an offensive struggle. As he said, it's 14-10 with halfway through the second quarter. Both these teams making turnovers, committing fouls, and just not hitting their shots.
That's right. That's something Southmont's coach wants to put under the rug now. It's a lot of missed shots and a lot of turnovers are what kills them in these games. They get in close games. They have the talent to compete. They just can't close things out, and they always manage to turn the ball over somehow or some way in the wrong place at the wrong time. Both teams return to the floor here tonight. Roach gets the inbound from Bowman. Roach with the crossover midcourt.
Stanley and Roach want to be careful. They both have 2 fouls already. They don't want to get a third one before half ends.
Howard drives inside, finds his man Roach in the corner. Roach was nearly left alone by Shaw. Shaw was able to reset defensively. Howard drives inside the floater, rolls around the rim, and it falls in. Southmont finally gets rid of the lid, and they cut that drought off. Shaw down low in the low post. Shots good from Daniel Fritzen.
Southmont's got to get more aggressive in the post. I'm pretty sure almost all of North Montgomery's shots have come from inside the lane.
They haven't hit a lot of three-pointers tonight either. A lot of those shots coming from inside points in the paint. And one play there for Southmont that could be a game changer.
If he gets his free throw, it's back to 1.
Austin Bowman. Good control inside. Get the M1.
North Montgomery doing another platoon swap, all 5. I'm not sure if that's a new strategy by the coach for the day.
Verdine is called for the foul. It's his first foul of the game. 3:30 left. Bowman can't hit. Rebound is pulled down by Kiefer. Outside was Coble. Back to Kiefer. Kiefer drives inside, has it swatted out a little bit. Jackman in the corner. Kai Warren. Here's Jackman driving inside. Turnaround jump shot. No good. And a jump ball is called.
Southmont ball.
Good control there to bite on the pump fake for North Montgomery. He got his man up in the air. Pulled it right back down immediately. Try to throw up a shot. Good defense by North Montgomery.
Good hustle by Coble there to get away that pass. Stop an easy layup.
Inbounding is Howard. Howard floats it up and is caught by Bowman. Bowman back to Howard. Howard with a crossover inside. Stops at the key. Three-pointer on the way for Southmont. Too strong off the backboard and an ill-advised pass there. Bad turnover for Southmont. Ryan Stanley, miscommunication between players.
Stanley's been struggling with his threes all tournament. I think he's 0 for 4 now.
Bring it up court, Cade Coble. Coble now on the right wing. Kiefer up top. Kiefer passes back to Jackman. North Montgomery just being patient on offense. That's what they like to do. Here's Kiefer with the jump shot. It's no good. Rebound Roach. Up ahead to Howard. Howard slows it down.
A couple teammates run to each other there. Stops an easy layup for Southmont.
And a foul's called. Well, Kiefer came into this game averaging about 2 points per game and 1.1 rebound per game as well. He doesn't really dish the ball out a lot, 0.1 on assist. His numbers are pretty low here. The assist leader for Southmont is Cade Coble, 2.2 per game for him. Southmont's got North Montgomery's got 3 guys over 6 points per game. Jared Bradford, Cade Coble, Preston Shaw. Preston Shaw being the second leading scorer here. And not able to cash in on the free throw, but Austin Bowman chases down the rebound. Roach now on the wing. Swooping inside right there was Glancy, Drew Glancy. He gets the call. Glancy scored 36 points throughout the season. He came into this one 3.6 points per game for him. Connor Kane picks up the foul. Kane's going to have to keep those fouls down. He averages about 2.7 a game. And that one's stripped away by Kiefer, but it's going to stay with Southmont. Inside is Howard. That's Greg who gets the rebound, puts it back in. Tie ball game again. 16-16. Brunny, like you said, an offensive struggle for both of these teams. And finally a little bit of spark there. And a traveling call.
Wasn't much offense last time these two teams played either. No one getting above 50.
That's true.
Layup there by Drew Glancy.
And a timeout taken. 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Back with more after this.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back here at Crawfordsville High School, Game 3 of the 13th Annual Sugar Creek Classic. Southmont on top of this one. It's their first lead, I think.
It was 2-0 actually. Southmont went up 2-0.
Second lead of the night. It's been mostly a tie ball game back and forth here. When North Montgomery gets out ahead, and then Southmont will come storming back to tie the game, and then North Montgomery will go ahead and try to take a big lead again. See if it's more of the same here. Jackman has it now up top. Hands off to Warren.
North Montgomery's doing a good job of slowing Howard down. He only has 8 points so far. He averages about 20.
Yeah, he got it done in the first half against Western Boone last night. He had double-digit points in the first half.
Had 11 in the first half. Then Weibo shut him down, Peyton Young shut him down for only 7 the entire second half.
It's impressive.
About 10 seconds left. North wants to make something happen here.
Jackman for 3. No good. Rebound taken by Justin Howard. Howard running into a triple team,
Wow.
throws it up, and he is fouled. He's going to be going to the line, I think.
Bad play by North Montgomery. You just want to let him shoot that. It was definitely short. Now he gets 3 easy free throws.
That's good for him. This will probably extend Southmont's lead if he can cash in. Coming in on the season, Howard.
Ooh, he missed his first one, though.
Howard shooting about 84% from the free throw line. He took over a lot of the scoring responsibility after Cam Chad departed from Southmont High School and to play Division II basketball. Averaged about 31 points per game his senior year.
Makes 2 of 3. Makes their lead up to 4 going into half.
And, ooh, close one right there for North Montgomery. Nearly got it. But they'll go into the halftime locker room facing a 4-point deficit. 20-16 the score here. 10 minutes until halftime is over. We'll be back with more for the second half after this.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
A wintry Friday night. A packed gymnasium in a tight-knit community. A shot taken. History made. A state of delirium? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport, pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community. Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face. Yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. The debate about sports specialization by high school athletes continues. Some argue that high school athletes who play one sport all year long have a better chance of landing a lucrative pro contract. But that's simply not true. In fact, 30 of the 32 first-round picks in last year's NFL draft played more than one sport in high school. Of the 32 players drafted, 22 also participated in high school track and field. 19 also played basketball. Some also played baseball and lacrosse. What's the path to success for high school athletes here in Indiana, no matter what their goals might be? Study hard, always do your best, and if you can, play more than one sport in high school. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We work in teaming formats, and we prepare students to engage in production-related activities, manufacturing simulations. We create production systems, strategies, flow patterns, and we include the issues of safety, design, production and materials involved, and then maintenance awareness.
We're working with like 3D printing, welding simulators, laser engraving.
A lot of times it's the hands-on. When they're in the shop, they're not sitting behind a desk and doing different things, just getting their hands dirty and actually taking things apart, putting things back together. We are kind of unique that we do actual live work on cars.
If you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, you get down to work, then this is a good class for you.
We teach basic law enforcement. I like to teach what they teach at the Sheriff's Department, City Police Department, and at the Police Academy. I want to be able to teach everybody the basics of what they need to know to get into law enforcement.
We do a lot of hands-on projects, not really a lot of paperwork, but more hands-on, like we do scenarios, we do room searches.
Someone that's hardworking, someone that loves children, someone that has an interest in maybe teaching or social work, even nursing in like pediatrics.
My favorite part is probably getting close with the kids, because I love kids. So whenever they like get attached to you and run up and hug you every day, that just brings a smile to your face.
EMT class. What we're starting to do is we're teaching the skills that EMTs use on a daily basis to preserve life. We usually get called at the worst times in people's lives.
My favorite part is definitely all the hands-on stuff that we get to do with each of our classmates, and we get to really put those things to use when we ride out on the ambulance here and in the clinicals when we're in the ER.
So it's pretty cool because we do get to interact with the paramedics, and like when we do our clinicals, we get to assist them. So it's an actual like preview of our future.
The West Central Fire Rescue 1 class consists of everything that either a career or a volunteer fire department would do according to the state of Indiana curriculum guidelines. We learn basic firefighting, basic building construction, basic fire behavior. We do hazardous materials training. We do vehicle extrication.
There's nothing like it. You look forward to coming to class, and you know it's not part of the day. It goes so fast, and you hate that it goes so fast. But you know, you kind of become like family with all the other kids in the class.
So the class is all about getting the students the basic entry-level skills that they need. CPR and first aid, being able to do a full suite of vital signs on patients, getting them the basic knowledge that it takes to enter the clinical rotation side of our program.
If you're even thinking about anything medical, wanting to do anything in that, field of study or work, just take the class, try it out.
They're going to be taking care of residents in long-term care, learning all their basic needs from transferring to wheelchairs, thickening fluids, passing trays, doing their blood pressure, their pulse, their respirations, making their bed, just everything that they need.
This program will really give me the jump start that I need to help work hands-on in hospitals, nursing homes, anything that I can do to better myself to be a nurse.
That we prepare students for everything heating, cooling related. You know, get them certified, get them prepared for the job market, get them employment ready.
Everybody has an AC, everybody has heating at home. I tried it last year and had a blast with it and decided to take a second year of it.
When you're part of the radio TV class, you're no longer a student, but an employee of a TV station. And we do everything that a TV station would do. We do a live newscast every day that's seen by the entire school, but we do lots more than that. We do movie production, where we actually produce a scary movie every year here at the school. We do podcasting. We learn how to edit using Adobe Premiere.
My favorite part is definitely being on air. I kind of have a big personality and talk a lot, so being on air kind of suits my personality and getting to know everybody and getting to tell the stories of Western Boone.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Both teams have just returned to the floor. The halftime buzzer has just sounded. We're ready to get the second half underway. Colin Bruns alongside Tyler Brunny. Southmont on top of this one, 20-16.
Southmont was down 2 with about a minute left in the first half, but they went on 6-0 run in the last minute.
Doing it inside, North Montgomery with a good ball movement. Can't finish at the rim. Gets the rebound. Still can't finish.
Jackman seems like he's got probably 30 rebounds already in this game. He seems to be getting everything.
A lot of fighting. Good break for Southmont. Howard going to work down low. Turnaround jump shot is good. It's a good hook shot right there from Howard. Now Southmont just needs to lock down defensively. For North Montgomery, you got to get something going here. Trying to come down with it. Jackman fights for it. Howard rips it away.
Bradford's been shooting a lot of threes this tourney. Hadn't been making many of them.
Ooh, nice move right there inside. He can't finish. What a move there from Austin Bowman. If only he'd hit the shot. Bradford with the swing pass up top to Preston Shaw. Back to Bradford. Looking down low in the post. Thompson's down there. Back out top to Coble. Coble rattles one. Oh, it can't go. Thompson gets it. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound by Northmont again. Ooh, nice fake right there from Jackman. Almost probably got away with a travel.
Looked like a little bit of travel there.
Shaw rolls inside. Kicks it back out. North Montgomery still working the ball around. 2 offensive rebounds for them on this possession. Bradford's going to tee up a 3. Too short, but the follow-up right there by Preston Shaw. Mid-air, puts it back up and in. Up top, over-the-shoulder pass to Roach. Roach on the outside wing. Defended by Coble. Here's Howard, leading scorer. Dumps it off to Roach on the wing. 3 ball is good. Straight down.
3 ball has been South's friend today. Got a lot of their points off of it. North Montgomery's not defending it well.
Outside, North Montgomery rolls inside, can't get it to finish. Preston. Up top to Austin Bowman. Bowman tucks it, stops at the rim, floats it in.
Good move, and all of a sudden, South Montgomery's up 9.
Quick lead. And that is going to be a blocking foul.
3rd foul for Stanley. He's got to be careful.
Good ball movement by North Montgomery, but they got to find a way to do what they were doing in the first half, and that's get to the basket.
Ooh, good play.
Inside. That time they get it to finish. Thompson finally gets it, and a timeout's taken. Jack Thompson with the lay-in brings it to a 7-point ball game. We'll be back with more after this.
Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. South Montgomery came out firing on all cylinders in this one in the second half. They jumped out to a 9-point lead. And the lay-in by Jack Thompson on the other end for North Montgomery brought it back within 7.
North Montgomery's been getting a lot of good looks. They just haven't capitalized. They get about an offensive rebound per possession. They've just been missing their shots.
Of course, the Chargers in the white uniforms in orange, and South Montgomery in the black and red. Just like you pointed out, Tyler. 5:04 in the third quarter. Austin Bowman inbounds to Glancy. Glancy gets it to the middle of the press.
South's breaking the press much easier than they were in the first half. I'm sure they went in halftime and made some adjustments.
Here's Justin Howard. He's held below single-digit scoring in the first half. Trying to get something going for him. Tucks it, rolls inside, lowers the shoulder, can't get it to fall. Floater short, rebounded.
Howard's mad. He thought there should have been a foul, but looked clean to me.
Shaw finds Jackman. Jackman inching in with the jumper. He can't get it to fall over his defender. Here comes Howard. Got the basketball now at the volleyball line on the right side. Cuts middle, gets a screen. Kicks it outside to Glancy. Glancy tries to go middle, can't find anybody. Dumps it off to Luke Gregg. Gregg back to Howard, open three. Got it!
Can't leave him wide open.
Justin Howard with another three. That puts him over double-digit scoring. Shaw up top. Matt Jackman. Coble dumps inside to Thompson. Bradford now up top. 3:40 mark here in the third quarter. Bradford finds Thompson, straight jumper, and it swishes the net on the way down.
Thompson's made a couple of jump shots here today.
It's an 8-point ball game, 30-22 the score. North Montgomery on the bottom. South Montgomery trying to secure their second win of the season. Roach, three ball on the way, tips the back top of the board. Up ahead now. Inside Coble had it swatted by Roach. In the middle for Coble from Jackman. North Montgomery still working around. Jackman for three. No good. Offensive rebound for North Montgomery. Bradford with fadeaway jumper. No good for him. Luke Gregg comes down with a rebound for Southmont. Now they're pushing the tempo.
North just can't hit their shots right now. Went to a cold streak.
Bowman, three. Rolls out. Oh, looks like he might have got away with a carry there. Preston Shaw defended nicely by Roach. Roach giving him no space. Bradford rolls baseline. Reverse layup is good from Bradford. Bradford brings it to within 6. Southmont trying to push the pressure again. They had numbers. He goes out of bounds. It's a quick turnover for North Montgomery. 4 different players come in for each team. Avery checks in for Southmont along with number 22 coming in. No 22 listed on the roster.
Logan Oppie.
Okay.
Southmont brings in 2 freshmen. Let's see how they handle the pressure here. Getting close to crunch time.
Shaw gets it on the end around. Looks backdoor, can't find anybody. Thompson will muscle his way inside and bully his way to the rim.
All of a sudden, a 4-point game. Little 6-0 run by North Montgomery brings you right back in it.
Minute 50 mark here in the third quarter. Justin Howard races up court, stops. Glancy avoids the pressure, inside floater, no good. Running floater, rebounded by Cade Coble. Coble pushing it up here. Finds Jack. Actually, that's Kai Warren. Warren back to Shaw. On the wing. Jump shot on the way. No good. Thompson tried to save it. Roach has got it. Rolling up top, and he gets it.
Oh,
Warren came flying in for the swat.
Thompson looks to be hurt. He's limping there. Just kind of out of the play.
Hard layup is good. Good layup there by Kai Warren. Now Glancy facing pressure on the other side. Howard has it up top. Boys' defender rolls inside. Strong to the rack, and he finishes on the right side. Both hands. Both teams trading buckets now. Much different story than it was in the first half. Now the offensive firepower is exploding. 39 seconds left. Warren, Shaw. 28 seconds here. Thompson, jump shot at the free throw line, no good. Fighting for the offensive rebound on the ground. It's number 20. Daniel Fritzen of North Montgomery.
Both teams starting to hustle a little bit more now, showing that they still want this third place in the tourney.
All teams in this tournament are conference teams, all members of the Sagamore Conference.
Good pass.
Nice transition layup. The freshman puts it in with the left hand.
Nearly in the end of the third quarter, Southmont's opening back up to 8 points.
6 seconds left, now 5. 4 driving inside. 3 ball is on the way, no good. Tipped up, and that is the buzzer for the third quarter. 36-28 is the score going into the fourth quarter. And Southmont is on top.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Going into the fourth quarter, 36-28 is the score here. Southmont is on top. And North Montgomery is trying to fight their way back into this one. An offensive explosion in the third quarter. Brunny, what did you see the adjustments made for both teams?
Both teams looked like they wanted to push the pace a little bit more. They were both kind of relaxed in the first half, making sure they got the open shot, but now they're taking some more shots and they're having to be falling.
It's good for both teams, and Justin Howard's gotten some things going here. Southmont's transition game is working out well for them, and their low post defense has really tightened down. On North Montgomery's low post offense, their offense was killing them in the first half. Brunny, you saw it. Primarily, most of their points came from inside the paint.
Yeah, North Montgomery's a much bigger team, 45-40 for North Montgomery. Just bigger than any player Southmont has. They were using that to their advantage in the first half, but South obviously made some advantages, and now they're having to shoot some perimeter shots.
Up top is Preston Shaw. Shaw now back on the right side. Dumping it down low was Coble. Coble has to go chase it down. Warren up top on the wing. Northmont moving it around. Up top back to Preston Shaw. Warren in the corner, deep three. Cans it from deep. Warren brings it to within 5.
Warren's North Montgomery's best three-point shooter, shooting around 30% on the year.
7:08 left in this game. Glancy now has it in the corner for Southmont. Here's the freshman. He's going to take a wide open 3 ball, and he drains it. The freshman stepping up big here down the stretch. Down at the mid-post area. Daniel Fritzen had it. And back to Warren. Dump it down mid-post. Nice roll to the basket there. And an offensive foul negates the bucket. This kid is doing everything he can. He takes a charge, drains a three on the other end. Right there, a crucial turnover.
I asked earlier how I thought the freshman would do stepping in, but Oppie seems to be proving himself here.
There's 6:25 left to go here. Glancy drives aside, finds his man open on the wing, but it's no good. Rebounded by Warren. Coble. Back to Shaw on the wing. Mid-post area again. Swatted away, out of bounds. It'll be North Montgomery ball. It's good defense here by Southmont to lock it down. We're preventing any kind of penetration.
A steal by Oppie here. He's doing everything.
This kid's really doing his work. He's putting in his time. His effort's paying off. Glancy up top. Three is good, right in the face of Connor Kane.
Southmont's pulling away now. They're up by 10. I don't know if North Montgomery has enough in him to come back. We'll see.
Inside, and one layup is good. The shot falls for Daniel Fritzen, and he's going to go to the line for one more. Jared Bradford checks in for North Montgomery, and Kai Warren will sub back in as well.
Every time South makes a basket, North answers, but being down 8, they got to do more than just answer.
Fritzen shooting 59% from the charity stripe on the year. He drains that one. Here's Glancy outside. Howard thought about taking the three. Knifes into the lane. He reverses it. Back to Glancy on the same wing. Here's the freshman putting on a show here for his school. At the roll of the basket. Floater on the way from the baseline, no good. One of the freshmen for Southmont pulls down the rebound. He gets it to the other one, and a timeout's taken by the Southmont head coach. Jake Turner wants a timeout. We'll take one as well.
Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Right now, Southmont pulling away in this one. They're up 42-34. They just got an offensive rebound. They'll get possession coming out of this timeout. But so far, North Montgomery's been trying to fight their way back into this one. Daniel Fritzen completed an M1 play earlier on the other end to bring it back within 8.
Exactly 5 minutes left here in the last period of this game, and it could still be anyone's game if North Montgomery puts a little run together.
Right now with the way Southmont's freshmen are playing, I don't know if they can keep up. Had a couple of freshmen who have been doing very well here so far. And a quick steal right there by Bradford. Bradford on his way to the basket. He misses the wide open layup. Right there, the tip. It's no good. Southmont gets a big break right there. Jared Bradford's averaging 6.9 points per game. Switch hand layup. No good. Rebounded, though, by the freshman. He puts it back up and in for Southmont.
A couple of freshmen playing good for Southmont. That could be a good thing.
Avery Saunders who got it. Avery Saunders has been doing pretty well here in this ball game. He's gotten a couple of rebounds and a contested shot from the wing. No good. Rebounded. It's out of bounds. It'll go with North Montgomery.
Saunders holding his own against Jack Thompson, who's much taller than he is.
Here Bradford inbounds. Coble. Bradford's going to take a three. Rims off. Bounded by Avery Saunders.
Howard gets around the pressure pretty easy there.
Here's Howard, one-handed pass to the corner. Glancy falling away, the layup no good, rebounded by Verdine. Verdine up court, Bradford driving inside on the baseline. Pass is stolen by Glancy. Drew Glancy now with it on the outside volleyball line. Flings it to the corner for Roach. Roach has buried a couple of threes tonight. And that one, a reach and foul, is going to be called on Daniel Fritzen. It's a personal foul for him. It's his first foul.
Neither team in as much foul trouble this half. Southmont was in bonus early in the second quarter, but each team only has 2 fouls right now.
Yeah, only 4 fouls total have been called here in this half. These officials are letting these kids play. That's a good thing about basketball. Just let teams play, and they'll fight it out. Roach outside. Fritzen. Roach. 3-ball, cans it from deep. Southmont really showed up here in this game against North Montgomery, their bitter rival, and a timeout will be taken. Full timeout.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Right now, Southmont in the lead here, 47-34. They've taken a big advantage with 2:59 left to go here in the game. Immediately after this game will be the Sugar Creek Classic Championship game, the matchup between the hometown Crawfordsville Athenians and the visiting Western Boone Stars.
Excited to see that one, Colin.
Yeah.
Both teams are, Western Boone's 5-3, Crawfordsville's 6-3, but they have very similar stats. I think it's going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah, I think it should be a really good game, especially with the sophomore talent that Crawfordsville has. That's Jesse Johnson Hall. He's averaging 12.1 points per game for him. He's going to be matched up nicely with Western Boone's Spencer Wright and Peyton Young. Now here goes both teams. Shaw has it now up top. Finds Bradford in the wing. North Montgomery getting ready to do a little platoon swap here. Couple of guys waiting to come in. Matt Jackman and Kate Coble sitting at the score table. Can't get the layup to fall. Down low in the post. Southmont still going with that stingy post defense. They've shut it down.
Rebound. Oppie. He's doing everything here, this freshman.
Justin Howard now up top. Southmont just working it around. Trying to find that open spot in the zone. North Montgomery trying to trap here. They force Glancy to drive baseline, and he will pick up a foul on his defender. That's Shaw who picks up the foul.
Only Shaw's seconds, don't have to worry about that at all.
No, not at all. Here's the inbound Saunders. He finds Howard. Howard with a series of crossovers. Gets penetration in the mid lane.
Southmont just working the ball around. They're not necessarily looking for a shot. They just want to stall as long as possible with only 2 minutes left.
They got a minute. They roll to the basket and nearly complete the M1 play. Going to the line for South Montgomery. It's Oppie. Logan Oppie. This is the first one. He scored 30 points this season as a freshman. Came into this game, 3.3 points per game for him. 2.4 rebounds. He's up there in the rebounding category for his team. Assist numbers could be a little bit better, 0.2. Outside for Bradford on the wing. North Montgomery working around the top. 3 ball coming, and it falls in finally after leaning on the rim.
North's going to need another couple quick 3s and 2s back into this game with only about a minute left.
So you think they start to foul here?
I wouldn't foul just yet, but I'm sure they will at some point.
Yeah, they only got 1:05 left, and that's a quick turnover. Shaw bringing it up, finds Bradford. Bradford back to Jackman. He's going to take a long 3. Buries it! And now it's just a 7-point ball game off of Matt Jackman's 3. About 3 feet behind the arc on that one, Tyler.
Yeah, it was very far.
We'll take a quick timeout here. Back with more after this.
WBTV Sports is looking for sponsors to help keep us on the air. Year-long memberships are just $100 for the fall, winter, and spring sports seasons. WBTV will create a personal ad just for you. Contact instructor Matt Foxworthy by logging on to westernbooneradioandtv.com.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Coming out of the timeout here, 7-point lead for South Montgomery. 53 seconds left. Matt Jackman for North Montgomery just hit a 3-pointer to bring it to within 7. Let's see what happens here. And now, Brunny, what do you think the situation is here for North Montgomery?
Well, with the way Jackman's been shooting in the last minute, I wouldn't foul just yet. See if you can get a quick turnover and see if you can get Jackman again behind the arc.
Sounds like a plan. Both these teams still waiting in the timeout. It's not the closest of games, but still could be a nail-biter. And a little update from college basketball. Iowa State just took down number 5 Kansas. Kansas committed 24 turnovers as the Cyclones pull out a 77-60 win over the Jayhawks.
A lot of turnovers for Kansas, much like the 2 teams we have right here.
Yeah, and Mariel Shayok had 24 points. He went 5 of 5 from 3. Now here, a quick pass up to Roach. Roach back to Stanley. Stanley facing pressure. Gets it back to Howard. Howard is going to be fouled, and he's not the guy you want to foul. 86% free throw shooter for him. He's going to be going to the line. They're not on the bonus just yet, so get another chance. And a quick foul.
If you're North, don't let Howard get the ball, because like you said, he's an 86% free throw shooter. You could give it to anyone else, I'd recommend.
Yeah. Some of the guys I'd look at on this team. Be looking to foul somebody like Rhodes, shooting 56%. They foul Glancy, who's even better, 44% from the free throw line. Ideal situation here for North Montgomery. 35 seconds left. Just got to hope he misses.
If he misses, you want to get to Jackman and run down as quick as he can.
And he cans that one. Coming up clutch here at the free throw line. It's Drew Glancy. If you're tuning into the Colts game, final. Yeah, the last score update I got was 21-7. Colts on top. And Indianapolis looking for a win in Houston. Very tough 10-win team. Fadeaway jumper doesn't roll in for Bradford, and a quick foul again. This time, they're going to send Ryan Stanley to the free throw line, and he's shooting 30% on the year. So they foul a 44% free throw shooter and a 30% free throw shooter. It's ideal for them.
They have to keep fouling those type of free throw shooters if they want any chance getting back into this game.
And the free throw is no good. Jackman now with it. 19 seconds left as he crosses the timeline. Gives it off. Back to Jackman. Jackman running three. Can't bury it, but the rebound and follow-up by Preston Shaw. And he buries that one. So now a 6-point ball game with 7 seconds left.
This looks like it could be too little, too late effort by North Montgomery.
Yep. Might just be.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back here to Crawfordsville High School. Both teams trying to secure their third-place win. Right now, it looks like it's going to be in Southmont's favor. They came into this game with only one victory on the season. 1-11 was their record versus North Montgomery, who's 2-9 coming into this season. Coming into this game for them. 0-2 and the 0-3 actually in conference play.
Who else did they lose to, Colin? Who else did they lose to?
I'm going to get that real quick. Well, I can't pull it up for some reason. And Howard's going to be stepping to the line here for Southmont. 86% from the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter. And he doesn't hit that one, so 5 seconds now. And a quick three from Bradford on the way, no good. Follow up by Coble, and that is it. Southmont will win third place here in the Sugar Creek Classic Tournament. The former tournament champions fight their way back into it, and they take the win. Stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to end the stream here, and then we'll move on to the stream for the championship game coming up here between the Western Boone Stars and the Crawfordsville Athenians. Crawfordsville looking to get their first win in the tournament in a long time. And Western Boone also looking to get their first win and their first tournament title in a while. We'll see what happens here, and that's the end for this broadcast. I'm Colin Bruns, joined by Tyler Brunny. Tyler, thank you for joining me tonight.
Thanks
Did
for
very
having me.
well. And that is it for us.